on May 25th, not 1960, not 1970s, but May 25th, 2020, a man by the name of George Floyd was arrested due to the allegations of him using a counterfeit bill. He was arrested, and the police officers kneeled on his neck for almost 9 minutes as this man cried out for help. He repeatedly stated that he couldn't breathe. He cried out for his mother, and the police officers kneeled on his neck until his life was taken. And this action was the cherry on the top of this horrible cake that was cooked and baked, that has been cooked and baked for the past 400 years of abusing people of color. So now protests and rallies are being held all over the world, not just here in the United States, but all over the world, in order to fight for, once again, justice and equality for people of color. So my heart is broken. I couldn't watch the video. I'm tired of seeing black men die on social media. I'm tired of seeing black people abused and belittled on social media. I can't fathom to watch it again. I couldn't. And then to hear that he called out for his mom as he was dying, and there was nothing that his mother could do to save him at that moment, I couldn't. There's no way I could sit there and watch that. So in my response to that, I had to take time for myself to just pray. I had to take time for myself to pray and to really think, like, what can I do to try to make a difference so that my baby won't grow up to be a hashtag, so people won't see our shade as a threat, so that he, like my friend Kiara said, so that he can be arrested and have a trial at court so that he can fight his case. Like she said, we're just fighting for the opportunity to make it to court so that we can be heard. And it's like, you see all these different posts and everything, and they say, like, the little boys are holding signs and saying, when do I change from being cute? Because look how cute Ashe is. Ashe is adorable. When does he go from being cute to being a threat? When does that happen? So, with everything going on, I had to find the strength and find the courage to allow my son to go out to a rally, because he needs to know that, you know, he needs to know what's going on, that people are out here fighting for change and for equality, so that his little life, so he can have life, so that he can live without fearing the police officers or fearing small-minded people. My son's gonna make a difference in this world. And man, I didn't think I was gonna cry. So what I was saying is that I had to find the strength and the courage to come out of our shell, because me and Ashe has been in the house here in Alabama since COVID-19. But they have been having rallies and protests all around the United States of America to fight for equality and to fight for justice and peace. And like I was saying, George Floyd, his case, what happened to him was just the cherry on top. It just broke everything. Like, people are tired. People are tired of this. So people have been marching, and people have been sending emails to governors to change laws. And the fact that they didn't even at first they didn't even arrest the police officers who really killed this man. They didn't even arrest them. They just fired them from their jobs and didn't arrest them for murder. But now I think they have been arrested, and I think that they are going to be tried. They are going to have a trial. Yeah, we took Ashe out to the protest that they had here in Alabama, in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We practiced social distancing to make sure that, you know, health-wise we're safe and everything. But I just needed him to be out there. I needed him to see, you know, that people are really out here fighting to make a change, to make a difference. And that my prayer is that it won't be like this always. That a change will come. I really am hopeful. I'm seeing things that are occurring. They're taking down all of these Confederate statues and changing names on buildings and stuff like that of people who supported racism and discrimination, and they're making laws. I seen that they were making the Breonna law for people to have to knock before you go into people's houses, shooting up their houses. So they're taking it down, the exemption of police officers when it comes to court hearings and things of that sort. So I see that things are changing. They're changing, and it's taking time. But we also have to remember that you have to take the time too to evaluate your mindset and your beliefs, and do your part to make a difference in this world. And your part is looking within. What are your views on people of color? What are your views on other races and things of that sort? So I took a lot of time to reflect myself during this time because I want the world to be better for my baby. And I think about, like, Emmett Till's mom. And I think about the mom of the little boy who was the youngest to be electrocuted for a killing that he didn't even do. I think he was 12 years old. I think about those moms and how they love their babies, how much they love their babies. And there was nothing that they can do. Nothing that they can do to save their babies' lives during those moments. And it's hard. It's hard to think that, you know, your sweet baby can grow up into this world and be taken for nothing just because of the color of his skin. It's ridiculous. Also, this video is to show Ashe that he was a part of making a difference. He was a part of making a change as a little baby. Yeah, man. He was a part of making a difference. He was there at the rallies, you know? Yeah, you were there yelling, no justice, no peace. So I did a little vlog of our day and what it looked like for us to be at the rally here in Tuscaloosa. But my prayer is that that the world changes, that we find a way to show love for everybody. If you are human and breathing and living here on this earth, you have a right to live, okay? You have a right to be, like we say at camp, respected, safe, respected, and loved. And that's just for anybody you see. They should be safe, respected, and loved. We should all have the same rights here in America. Like, we should all be seen as people, not as the color of our skin, but just because we are people. We should be treated with respect and dignity. Like, that man should not have died in the middle of the road like that. Ahmaud should not have died because he wanted to go work out and go jogging in the neighborhood. I mean, the list can go on and on and on and on. But we just have to do our part to make a difference. So whatever your part is, whether that is marching at the rallies, or donating to different funds that are helping to fight these cases, whether that's sending an email to a governor, or whether that's just being at home praying. Prayer changes things, okay? Or whether that's just being in your own space and reflecting, okay? Reflecting on your thoughts so that when you go out into the world, that you treat people with respect. Or whether that's like loving on somebody you would never love on before. I know once I step out of these doors now, I'm going to look at people a little different. I'm going to do my best to love people a little bit more, especially black men. Oh, I'm definitely going to love on them a whole lot more. So just do your part. That's all. That's all it is. Just do your part. Whatever you feel your part is, you do that. And it'll make a difference. It will. I promise you it will. Hey, y'all. I know I look crazy. I literally just woke up. But today we are going to go to the protest. Yes, we're going to go out to the protest. Me, Ashay, and Dre. Dre actually has to work because of the radio station. But this will be my first time going with Ashay. And I was a little nervous. I was hesitant about it because I'm like, with the whole COVID-19 thing going on, and you never know what may happen, even though it's considered a peaceful protest, you never know what may happen at the protest. But I think it'll be such a great thing for Ashay to look back at this video and to know that, you know, he was a part of the protest and making a difference in how people are treated in this society. And really for him, you know, especially for him, because one day he'll grow up to be a black man, and, you know, small-minded people might look at him as a threat or treat him differently, and he'll know, you know, that he was a part of making a difference. So I think it'll be really nice for us to go out. So I'm gonna say a good prayer because I'm a little nervous, you know, going out with my baby. But I'm going to say a good prayer that God protects us and that God keeps us, and to protect everybody who's going out to protests and things of that sort. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'll document it as the day goes on. Guess what, baby? Yeah, today you're gonna go experience history, man. Yeah, you're gonna start early. You know, I named you Ashay for a reason. Your name is Ashay because it means that you're gonna make a change. Yeah, command a change and make a difference, baby. That's why I named you that. And there are millions of people all around the world who are marching, who are protesting, who are writing petitions and emails to all of the high people up, the government, changing legislations and starting laws to protect you for when you get older. Yeah, man. Everybody is doing that. So people of color who are brown skinned like you won't have to fear the police. Yeah, they won't have to fear systemic racism. Yeah, baby. So we're going to go out so you can see this in person, okay? And hopefully when you get older, you'll be able to watch this video and realize that you were a part of history, that you were a part of making a difference, baby. And that's what your name is. And I know you're going to live up to it. I know you're going to live up to it, baby. I can't wait to see the amazing things you're going to do in life. Mommy loves you so much. Boop. Okay, we're out. To the protest. Ashe is asleep, y'all. Knocked out. But I'm gonna wake his little butt up later. Which way you wanna go, babe? Yeah, you can get one. I can refill my cup.
You're taller than me. What are you talking about? I think so. How tall are you? Like 6'2".
Look, man.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
You gotta say it. No chest. No peace.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! No peace!
You saw that with your eyes. And that's the reason why the wonderful young white folks that know enough is enough, and they stood up in Minnesota, then it went worldwide. Young white folks standing up saying, Black Lives Matter. That's because you saw racism. But there's another racism that you don't see. That's called systemic racism. That's called a promotion.
I love you, man. So I just asked that. Yeah, I don't know. I just pray that things change. That's all. In memory of my dad, Johnny E. Fort Jr., my dad really was a strong believer in fighting for civil rights and for the advancement of people of color. And doing this video and everything that's been going on, I've really been thinking a lot about him. And I want to dedicate this video to him. He wrote a quote in a newspaper that said, "Not many Afro-Americans know it, but we come from a long line of kings and queens. That's why I refuse to demean my heritage by thinking of myself as anything less than a man." I definitely am my father's daughter. I love you, Daddy.